Hey, this is David Beck with First Rate Mortgage Group, and today I'm here to discuss the mortgage pre-qualification that realtors are going to be asking you for when you start to look for homes. So it's important that information is provided up front so that we can provide a pre-qualification letter to you and to your realtor so that they can shop with confidence to make sure that you're able to get a home loan. So today, I'd like to introduce my guest, Casey Ebersole. He's from Keller Williams Elite. And from the real estate or realtor perspective, I want Casey to explain why this is so important. So Casey, if you would.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, so there's two main reasons as a realtor that we want to work with clients that are already pre-qualified. One of the reasons is that we want to work as efficiently as we can. So if we know what somebody is pre-qualified for, we know what kind of houses to look for, what areas to look for, so that way we're not wasting our clients' time and we can be as efficient as possible, which at the end of the day does allow us to do the best job that we can to serve you. The second reason to get pre-qualified before we start working together is because of just the nature of how the market is right now. It does take some time to get pre-qualified. So if we were going to go out on showings before pre-qualification and one of my clients would like a house and offers would need to be in that night, it may be difficult to do that in that time span for clients to feel comfortable with rates that they're getting and terms that they're getting with a pre-qualification. So that's why as realtors, we like for clients to be pre-qualified. So that way at the end of the day, we can serve you best. So Dave, I would say those are the two reasons that I would say people need to get pre-qualified before they start looking.
Excellent. Thank you, Casey. I have a pre-qualification letter here as a sample on our recording. And it's my letterhead up top. And then it says pre-qualification, and it has an asterisk next to it. This is our way of doing a pre-qualification. After fine-tuning this over a long period of time, many years, we found this letter usually works best when presenting an offer by the other agent who represents the seller. So that it might be another agent, it might be Casey. But either way, the agent that represents the seller is going to insist on this letter that you see on your screen. So it has the date the letter was produced. It'll be your name, your address, your city, state, and zip. And dear, and then your name. Thank you for the opportunity to review your finances. And it goes on to talk about I reviewed your credit report and reviewed your finances, meaning your financial information. If you're a wage earner, that would mean your W-2s, your pay stubs, your bank statements, photo identification, and anything else that might be unique to your loan situation. If you're self-employed, that typically means a set of tax returns, maybe even two, depending on certain loan conditions, your business license, and the other things we already mentioned. So as far as like bank statements and photo identification. So here we'll address we'll put your property address, what it is, maximum sale price. This is going to be a collaborative offer between what you and Casey come up with as far as what you think is a fair offering price, how much you're putting down. For instance, this is a 5% down loan, conventional financing. This will vary from buyer to buyer based upon their finances, what they qualify for, and what loan program suits them best based upon their financial picture. The things that usually go along with getting a home loan and making sure the property is insured is homeowners insurance, title information, which includes the property taxes and the history of the public record on that property. We'll do an appraisal on the property to make sure that what you're paying for the home is accurate as far as an appraiser's opinion. And of course, we'll verify your assets. Do you have enough money to close? So take a look at this asterisk here. This mortgage pre-qualification has been approved by Fannie Mae's desktop originator, which is Fannie Mae's computerized underwriting system. So in the industry, this is a very important document, and I'm letting the sellers and the other agent know that we've done our financial homework. I had all your financial information to be able to do this. And from there, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And of course, Casey is copied on this letter. So, Casey, I'd like to ask you a quick question. You've mentioned it before as far as not wanting to work with someone who does not have this letter.
Mhm.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, it's happened a couple times, and the way that I go about it is just simply explaining those 2 points. That at the end of the day, I want to do the best job that I can, and in order for me to do that, I need those 2 things to happen. I have a great reputation in the area, and I like to keep that reputation. And in order to keep that, those are just 2 things that I do need done, so that way I can serve my clients the best way that I can.
Perfect. Okay. So I think we've covered the letter. We've talked about the importance of why we need this letter to be done before you start looking at houses. Some of the reasons we see in the mortgage industry for people not being able to get pre-qualified is, and this happens unfortunately to a lot of people. You may have gone to the emergency room 2 years ago, and you see on your credit from Credit Karma or some other provider that everything's good. We run your credit, and then that collection pops up and it tanks your credit score. So you don't want that to happen. And Casey doesn't want that to happen if he were to show you 10 houses before finding that out. That's why it's so important to do it up front. Other issues are calculating income as far as what type of work you do, and then making sure that based upon the current obligations you have, car loans, truck loans, credit cards, personal loans, student loans, etc., that the whole financial picture works for the price range you're looking at with Casey. So, Casey, you have anything to add before we wrap up this video?
Oh, that's everything. I think that sums up everything very well.
Perfect. All right. So, as you go shopping and you use this letter to get the house that you would like and make it your dream home, then what we'll do is I'll be providing other videos along the way so that you understand what's happening in the process, what you need to provide, or if you're okay and you don't need to provide anything. And before you know it, the keys will be in your hand. So thank you so much for your time. Casey, thank you. And
Thank you, Dave.
we'll talk soon. Take care.